Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how you doing? How's your mama? How's your family? We back with another video. I told y'all we being consistent, and that's what we've been doing. I appreciate the comments, all the comments y'all leaving below telling me keep it up, you know, that you're liking the content. Even the negative ones, I like it. I love it all. It fuels me. It really does. Yeah, UFC 251. Fight Night 251, I do believe. RoboCop versus Jared Cannonier. UFC bets. My official bets, my casual parlay, my straight plays, everything that I'm playing. Well, not everything, because I do some things closer to the fight and like live with y'all guys. I will be live for this card, by the way. But everything that I have played, it's gonna drop. It's gonna drop tomorrow. So y'all be ready. Check out the UFC Fight Night 251 playlist in the channel. This is probably the first video on it. I'm liking this card. I like this card a lot. I do. I think this is going to be a changing of the guard card in the main event and in the co-main event. I love it. I love everything about it. I do. I'm ready to get into it, really. In this video, I'm just going to do quick-ish picks, you know, breakdowns, and I might even foreshadow some things that I'm betting as well, what I'm thinking about. We're going to start from the main event, work our way to the beginning of the card. As I work my way down, the explanation might get a little bit more vague because it doesn't matter as much. Let's start in the main event. I love Jared. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's lock in. My bad. Got my notes right here. I love Jared Cannonier to death. I do. But the first thing that leaves in this sport, when you become to get to all these 40, first thing that leaves is your chin. And we've been seeing him get rocked left and right. He should have been finished against Kyle Barallo. I think Barallo showed him a little mercy. You know, he's finished by Imavov. It was an early stoppage, but the writing was on the wall, you know. Then after your chin, your speed. He's starting to slow down, you know. It's tough. And he's fighting a bona fide stud. A guy who genuinely can make a run in the rankings. I think he's going to make a run in the rankings this fight. I'm not saying he's going to be a champion. I don't think I'm not saying he's going to be top 5 because the middleweight division is getting really, really good. But he can beat a lot of those guys that are ranked. I can tell you that right now. Jared has been strangely active as of late, as if he's trying to like press on time because you know he's running out of time. I'm not going to break down who is who and what is what. You know what it is. RoboCop, he's the better wrestler. He's faster on the feet. He's going to be more powerful. He's going to be more durable. All of the things that this fight should propel him to the next level. He's going to get in the rankings. And it's nothing but fun matchups from here. Damn, RoboCop look old, but he's only like 30, 32. This sport, it's unforgiving. Second most confident pick on the card. We have action on RoboCop right now. We're probably going to have even more action when we go live, just like we did with Wei Lee. Last week, Wei Lee is the only reason we made money. It's the only reason we didn't lose money. We came out on top. You know, we broke relatively even, but we profited a little bit, right? She's the only reason. It's a hard card to bet on for me, so. At first, it was a hard card to bet on. But, like, as I was taking my notes and I was looking down, I'm like, okay, I like some spots on here. And I'll foreshadow. Moving on to the co-main event, we got Youssef Zalal versus Cavalcanti. This is my most confident pick. Calvin's a boxer, relies on that timing and volume. And as of late, that timing and that volume has been down. You know, he's on a huge skid as of late. His glaring hole is his grappling. Not good when you're fighting Youssef Zalal. Zalal's a monster, bro. He's running through guys. A bunch of subs on his record, but he's hurting guys on the feet as well. He's a thinking man. Nice volume. Nice range. Nice variety of strikes. Doesn't get hit. Great takedowns. Aggressive takedowns. Great control. This fight should propel Youssef as well. Get him into the rankings. I think Cavalcanti still holds a ranking spot. A lot of actions on him as well. Might even play -3.5 on Youssef Zalal, which means Cavalcanti won't win a round or he gets finished. Like, I think Youssef Zalal should control this fight from the start to finish. Cavalcanti is a hard guy to finish. I think he can find a submission. Moving on, we got the featured fighter tonight, Edmund Shahbazyan versus Dylan Budka. Look, I made some money on. I made big money on GM3 against Shahbazyan. So, I've been fading Shahbazyan for a while, you know. He's a good striker. He can be dangerous, but he cannot defend takedowns. I mean, it's his flat-footed stance. He's like a fish out of water whenever somebody grabs his hips, especially when he's on his back. He's not even gonna like try to get up. Bucker's on a 2-fight losing streak, but he's a good grappler. Former D1 wrestler, Position over submission, dude. Durable guy. Doesn't mind coming forward. Budka can't defend takedowns as well, but he won't have to deal with that. Both fighters aren't that good to me. I might even place plus 3.5 on Dylan Budka. The fact that Dylan Budka's a plus 270, I want to believe, is a bit crazy to me. Because he's... Edmund Shahbazyan is not that good. I think this fight is closer to a 50-50. I can understand Edmund being the favorite because of the loser streak Dylan's on. But, I mean, if it's standing, Edmund's going to win. The thing is, Edmund can't stop a fight from getting to the ground. He's got to hope you don't shoot. Budka's probably going to shoot, so I'm going to pick Budka. I'm picking Dylan Budka for the upset. Moving on, we got a really, really good fight here. We got Ismail Bonfim versus Nazim Sadykhov. Bonfim, it's two Bonfims. Ismail is pretty wild. He's very sporadic, flying and spinny shit. Everything with pretty much full power. He can fight patiently, but you never know what you'll get, though. Sadykhov, he's a nasty kickboxer, bro. Walk it down kind of style. Get in your face. He's coming forward, but he's also countering. He's slipping and ripping while he's coming forward. He's super durable. I think Ismail's aggression can get him into trouble on the feet. Ismail's going to need a takedown, I think, to win. And I don't think he's going to be taking Nazim down all willy-nilly. And Nazim's got gas. He's got good gas in his tank. I'm rolling with the dog here. I'm probably going to place plus 3.5 and parlay him with a female later on in the card. But I'm rolling with Nazim Sadykhov. I think he's going to win straight up. So plus 3.5 makes all the sense in the world to me. Now we got Rodolfo Vieira versus Andre Petroski. Should be a grappler's delight. Could be a grappler's delight. Vieira, he's an animal in the BJJs. World champion BJ practitioner. Explosive. Relies more on his strength than his overall technique in the wrestling aspect. As far as securing takedowns, he has okay striking. He's explosive, though, with everything he does. Andre is a good wrestler. Powerful bombs on the feet as well. Pretty explosive in his own right. Not too accurate on the feet. He's mostly swinging that air. But if one of them lands, they do some damage. You know what I'm saying? Probably has better takedowns than his opponent. He's a position over submission guy. Not too dangerous on top. Vieira's wrestling is going to be tested here. We'll see if he can actually use some technique if the strength isn't enough. If the wrestling doesn't cancel out and it doesn't become a striking matchup, I think Petroski should win here. I do. Wrestling beats jiu-jitsu. Does it, though? I don't know. Because Charles Oliveira, I don't know if wrestling beats jiu-jitsu. I don't know. I know a good wrestler on top of a guy with good BJJ that's on his back. Wrestling wins there. Unless, you have to worry about sweeps. You have to worry about somebody throwing submissions up off their back. But if you're a good wrestler and you got that good top pressure and you got that build Petroski got, your wrestling should kind of beat his jiu-jitsu. This might be too close to my mouth. At least that's how I feel. I feel that his wrestling should be... And I'm not betting on Andre Petroski. Andre Petroski, I literally had money on Andre Petroski whenever he shot in and KO'd himself. Literally. So, trust me, I know Andre Petroski. I know what comes with that. So, he's been on the parlay ban list. He's not trustworthy for me. I don't give a damn about none of that. So, I don't care if the percentage of that ever happened again. I don't care. But I'm picking Andre Petroski. I'm rambling too much. Fight ain't that important. Now we got UFC debut Jose Delgado versus Connor Matthews. Delgado, rangy, but can be clean and tight in the pocket. A bit of a peekaboo style when he gets inside. He can wrestle as well. He's a finisher. I want to say all of his wins are by finish. Connor Matthews, UFC run, it's been a bit disappointing to say the least. He's pretty entertaining, though. He comes forward with the kitchen sink, but gets hit with the microwave from his opponents, if you get what I'm saying. He's a good scrambler, good scrambled eggs. We got action on this fight as well. I'm picking Jose Delgado, though. I think he's going to be well-rounded. He's going to be able to control where the fight goes. And if Connor Matthews is just hell-bent on coming forward, Jose got some good, like I said, got that peekaboo boxing, And Connor gets hit a lot. I think he's a setup for Jose Delgado to get his feet wet in the UFC and, get in the win column. Now, if you guys remember, I said I'm doing plus 3.5 on Sadykhov Well, here's the other side of that plus 3.5. Plus 3.5, basically, if you don't know what that is, that's basically me betting on a fighter to not get finished and to not get shut out. They're going to win at least a round, essentially. See what I'm saying? On all judges' scorecards. Or if one judge has it 30-27 against her, then she better have a 29-28 somewhere to make up for it. See what I'm saying? Plus 3.5. But got Angela Hill versus Ketlen Souza. Ketlen crushed my parlay when she KO'd and then subbed Yasmin at UFC Noche. She's facing the UFC vet, Angela Hill. A true test at strawweight. Good volume. Great cardio. Will touch you up cleanly. Can wrestle. Strong in the clinch. The problem is there is zero danger and zero finishing upside. Ketlen's the opposite. Devastating power in her hands. Stocky build. Power in the clinch. Can snatch up subs on the ground. Exceptional when she actually gets the fight to the ground. Her wrestling, her takedowns. Big pressure though. Get in your face kind of fighter. Angela isn't great against that pressure. We saw a girl like Tabitha Ricci, Baby Shark. We saw how she looked whenever she had to deal with that pressure. A lot of people think Angela won. Angela did very, very good in that fight. I'm not here to dispute that. Angela might have won. But she didn't look her best, and she was able to get bullied at times in that fight, and that's ultimately why she lost. It's always tough to pick against Angela. Always tough to bet against Angela. But I'm doing it Saturday. I'm rolling with the dog. We got Jared Gordon versus... I can't open this. See, I be struggling to pronounce this shit here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be struggling to pronounce this shit here. So we just gonna call him Fernandes. Look, odds are way too wide on this fight. Fernandes is too dangerous. Too dangerous for the odds to be this wide. I believe Fernandes is around plus 90 now. I don't think these odds are up to date. And I like Fernandes finish only, decision, no action. Essentially where if Fernandes gets a finish, I win. If the fight goes to decision and anybody wins, he can lose. It don't matter. If the fight goes to the decision, I get a full refund. Now, if Fernandes gets finished, then I lose. That's the only way I lose is if Fernandes gets finished. If Fernandes gets a finish, we win. If the fight goes to decision, we get a refund. And I like that because Jared Gordon's not super dangerous. And if there's a finish, it's probably on the Fernandes side. Fernandes is very, very dangerous. You know, Jared Gordon is not a 2-1 favorite. He's good, though. Good boxing, cardio, wrestling. He's just not that dangerous. Fernandes is dangerous. He's super fast, super powerful in everything he does. Good takedown defense and good BJJ. Good low kicks. I think the fight is close. I think it's much, much closer than what the odds suggest. And I think it's going to be competitive. Minus 180. I have it in my notes. When I wrote him, he might have taken off more. Jared Gordon, minus 180. 2-1 favorite. I'm picking Fernandes to defend the takedowns and win on the feet. That's what I'm doing. Moving on, we got Rafael Estevam versus Jesus Aguilar. Rafael should win here. For the love of God, watch out for the damn guillotine. That's it. That's it, yo. That's it. Rafael, big bombs, comes forward. Not the cleanest takedown, but does not stop shooting and transitioning. He's making you work. He's like, got to get you down at all costs. And he has some gas in the tank to be able to impose that kind of pace on his opponent. Big control when he's on top. Pitter patter. Soften you up. Bing, 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 bing. Till you give me that neck. Beat Charles Johnson. Jesus is a grappler as well, I guess. His neck attacks are ridiculous. His neck attacks are ridiculous. Saeed Nurmagomedov style neck attacks. On the feet type of neck attacks. He has some power in the hands as well. But I think Rafael pressures, wrestles, and avoids the gilly. I'm picking Rafael. Moving on, we got the other Bonfim brother, Gabriel Bonfim versus Chaos Williams. Look at that player build. Damn. All right. Bonfim, he's a good boxer with good BJJ. Despite almost having all finishes in his wins, he's much, much more cautious than his brother. But he has a knack for finding those finishes. He starts striking, tries to impose his will there, see if he can get you out of there, see if he can will on you a little bit. And if that's not working, okay, I'll just grapple because I'm a really, really, really good grappler as well. That's the backup plan. Takedown defense is shaky. Chaos Williams, he's chaotic. Marches forward, big power, looking for a finish. I got to pick Gabriel because he's more well-rounded. Chaos Williams, he's live for upset because Chaos Williams, he has decent takedown defense as well. But I think Gabriel's going to be able to shoot and just get Chaos to lower that volume because he's waiting on the shot. And I think he's going to be working harder than Chaos. But how you going to work harder than Chaos? He's Chaos. I'm not going to flip my pick, though. I'm not too confident about it. This is the one I'm the least confident about. Not the least confident about, but this is the one that I respect what the dog brings to the table. I'm picking Gabriel Bonfim, and we're moving on. We got Vince Morales versus Elijah Smith, UFC debut. Elijah Smith. Good fight, man. Really, really good fight. Vince has that good pressure, that good volume, you know. Trying to go in his... He just lost against Taylor Lapilus, but Taylor Lapilus is him. But he's a guy that was in the similar boat as Youssef Zalal. You know? Gets cut from the promotion. Not really built for this. Go get some wins. Runs through the regionals. I think he went 5 wins, 5 finishes. Okay, you can come on back. They gave him Taylor Lapilus, and he held his own against Taylor Lapilus. And if you know, Taylor Lapilus is him. Taylor Lapilus is a dog. He held his own in that fight. You know, Vince has good pressure. Volume to complement the boxing. Stays busy. Never stagnant. Fades a bit as the fight goes on. But it's because he's always doing something. He's always working. He's in his second UFC run, like I said. Look decent. Look real, real decent against Taylor Lapilus. I'm going to keep saying that. Elijah's well-rounded. Fast in all his movements. Whether it's his hands, whether it's his takedowns. Solid gas in the tank. Chains his takedowns together. Good at controlling his opponent. I think Elijah shoots, and I think he wins. As far as action, there's no action on this fight. I'm not going to bet this fight. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to enjoy this one. I'm going to see what Elijah got to offer. I'm going to see what Vince got to offer because I'm liking Vince. I like Vince's performance. He's back in the UFC. I like Elijah. Young guy. UFC debut. Has the makings of a star written all over him. He just got to go take it. And I'm pumping this fight up just so I can shit on the next one. We got fucking Dontel Mays versus Walter Walker. Very low level MMA. Very, 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 very low level MMA. Walker's supposed to be a grappler. Dude was ass cheeks. Can't secure takedowns and he's sloppy as hell on the feet. Dude lost to Lucas Brzezicki, dog. Come on, dog. He looked okay in his last performance. But Junior Taffa's not UFC level. I've been saying that shit for a minute. He is not UFC level. We know what Walker wants to do. He wants to wrestle. He wants to secure takedowns, but he be fumbling and bumbling all over himself. He can't secure the fucking takedowns. Excuse my language. Dontel Mays is well-rounded, I guess. He's okay everywhere, but he's not really, like, good anywhere, if you see what I'm saying. He really wants to keep it on the feet, but he's not very active on the feet when he's fighting a guy that he knows is going to shoot. He lowers that volume and he kind of waits for the takedown shot. So I have to pick Walker, but he's garbage. He's garbage. Now, opening up the card. This is a good fight, man. I mean, I think Jackie got a ranking too. They both got rankings. I don't know why this is the first fight of the early prelims. I kind of feel bad for him, you know? Well, Julia, it's really supposed to be a showcase for Jackie. That's what it's supposed to be. But, I mean, damn. There's worse fights on here. Not a lot. Actually, it's only one worse fight on here, probably, and that's Walter Walker. Okay. My bad. This is a good card, though. This is a really, really good fight night for the free. For the free. This is dope. I got action on Jackie. I think it's straightforward. Julia's a tough girl who wants to come forward, has mediocre hands. Okay wrestling, I guess. She wants to clinch. Not really wants to clinch. She's not really like... She's a scrapper. How about that? She's a scrapper. She's come forward. She's a scrapper. Jackie, she's long. She's rangy. Looking to piece girls up from the outside. Stay on the bike, move around. I think Julia runs into punches for 15 minutes. Jackie is my pick. We got action on her. Like, comment, subscribe, share this to somebody I know they enjoy it just like you did. Look, man, y'all stay tuned for the bets tomorrow. We locked in. And the bets is not intended as a recommendation to gamble. It's just me trying to see how well I know this shit from a betting standpoint. Trying to see what kind of bragging rights I can get. Trying to see if I can flex on y'all a little bit or if I got to tuck my tail in shame because I got all my picks wrong. You know, it's just me putting my money where my mouth is and to make content, make things more fun to watch. Like, comment, subscribe. How about the algorithm? You ain't got to be stingy. Share me. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here, man. Yeet.